Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film what is in my makeup kit. So right next to me I have all my makeup, and this isn't including all of my hairstyling equipment and my special effects stuff. That would just be a whole other video. Let's get into the video. So let's start off with basically what you start off with your face. My dog is sniffing all my stuff. Sit down. Sit. Sit. She's sad. I'm going to start off with this little compartment thing that I have here. This is always the first thing I take out before I do somebody's makeup. I just have in here, in these two little mud bottles, I have like a tiny bit of brush cleaner, which I don't really use often unless I really dirty a brush. Then I'll use this. In this little container of clear liquid, which is really dirty and I have to clean it because it has makeup all over it, I have isopropyl, I can't say that word. I have 99% alcohol in here. It is best to use 99% alcohol, I believe, because it just gets rid of most of the germs. For example, if you're doing a bunch of people at once and you don't have time to obviously rinse all your brushes in the sink, have them dry, and then do someone completely right after, you can just rinse your brushes with a little bit of 99% alcohol. It dries almost immediately. It kills all the germs and takes out, I would say, about 90% of the makeup in the brush. So I use this. I have my Embryolisse face cream. Most of the time for you to do someone's makeup, they have their face cleaned and moisturized, but sometimes if you have overly dry skin, there could be dry patches. You can always take some of this, take like a thick layer of it and put it on the dry patch before you do makeup. Otherwise, makeup will cling to the dry patches. I found for me, since I have extremely oily skin, this just makes makeup slip right off my skin. So I always ask to see if the person I'm doing makeup has extremely oily, dry skin, or combinations. I think, in my opinion, this is perfect for dry to combination to normal skin. And I think you can get that at Target, but I got it from the mud store. And I just have this mud face primer, which I really like. It just leaves the skin with like a sticky film over it. So yeah, this is what I just have in this little compartment zipper, which is also from Makeup Designery. Well, it's not from Makeup Designery. It is from the brand Stilisy, but I got it from Makeup Designery. Also, I can show at the end my little set bag, and then I also have a huge makeup case that I could keep everything in my hair, my special effects. I have just a bunch of like utilities in here. I have sponges. These I got from Beauty 360. I think I got these at CVS. They're just a bunch of latex-free sponges. And then I have some leftover mud sponges in here, which I believe have latex in them. And then I also have these powder puffs. I just keep a few in here because I rarely even ever use these. These are nice. You actually can reuse these. I've heard of people putting them in like their washing machine or just rinsing them out and leaving them dry overnight. I keep them in here just in case. They're good if you're going on set and you just need to do quick touch-ups. So I also have a thing of disposable mascara wands. These are from Mud, and I just have a bunch of them in here. I use these for mascara and brow gel. Just so you know, obviously this is pretty self-explanatory, but if you're just starting out, these are some of the things I didn't know or didn't really think of. Obviously, when you use mascara on somebody, you can't use mascara on their eyes and put it back into the tube. You just infected the whole entire tube of mascara unless it's theirs or you're giving it to them. It's always a good idea to get disposable ones. You can get these pretty much anywhere, I believe. And I also just have like two random brushes in here that I don't like to keep in my brush belt. It's just this huge fan brush and this little stippling brush. I also have the City Color Collection All Set Setting Spray Matte Finish. I really like this setting spray, not only for me, but I feel like it works really well on everybody that I use it on, and everyone says it smells good when I spray it on them, so I have that in here. That's it for this little makeup bag. I believe it's from Lancome. Next, I think I'm going to talk about the foundations that I have. All my foundations are from Mud. If you love a spectrum of foundations, let's say you love the Makeup Forever HD foundations, you can buy the lightest color, the color right straight in the middle, and the darkest color, because obviously you're going to be doing makeup on men or women with darker skin tones, so you always need to be prepared, and you can always customize their shade. I always have a white foundation in here because there's so many people with really, really pale skin, like including my sister. I always use the white foundation on her mixed in with her foundation. I think that's really helpful because I didn't really think of that, and then when someone told me that, I was like, wow, that's a great idea. I think I might just add, I have a little Makeup Designery little poncho thing, I don't know, and always keep just like an extra towel. These I also got from Mud when I did the hair class. I just have like 15 of these like little white towels, and I just throw one in my kit if I'm doing like one person. So for my foundation palettes, I have 4. This is the highlight and shadow palette. These shades, they're very cool tone. This next one, and there's like makeup all over these. I really need to do like a deep cleaning. I should have done this before, but whatever. These got like so screwed up because I dropped I think it was like my second to last day of class, I dropped them on the floor and all the individual foundations fell out onto the floor. Obviously they're sanitized. I sprayed them with alcohol, but they're just not even in the right spots. But these, obviously I've used a bunch, the lighter 2 shades. I actually really liked working with those. Okay, so that was foundation palette number 1. Now I'm going to show you foundation palette number 2, which this one was one of the ones that fell out. So they're all in like a different order. I have all of these. This is good for deeper skin tones. You can also do cream contouring with those. And then I have this corrector palette, so you can just like fix up anything on someone's face with it. So those are my cream foundations. I have a separate bag of all of my liquid foundations and loose powders. So in here I just have some Q-tips. I don't know why they're in here. Pointed Q-tips are good for doing eyeliner. I have 3 of the Mud loose powders. They have like a bunch of other colors. I just never got them. I have Suede, which is the darkest color. Then I have Zero, which is supposed to be translucent, and Desert, which is like a medium toned one. And then I'm going to show you just like a few of these. These are the Mud liquid foundations. They're the HD Air liquid makeup. We originally got these for our airbrush gun. So yeah, I just have a bunch of these in all different colors. Reds. You can even airbrush blush on with these, or you can put them in a foundation to make them more warm. I have this blue one to make the foundation more cool if it's too orange on the skin. I have green to counteract red. I have white, which I always use. I really like these, and I just keep them in this big little makeup bag. I don't even know. This is from Victoria's Secret. So next, I'm going to show you my brush belt. I'm not going to go individually in depth in all the makeup brushes that I have in my kit. I actually got this from e.l.f. and I always bring this with me when I'm doing makeup, just so you can put your dirty brushes in here and it doesn't make a mess. Here's my brush belt, also from Mud, like this. Here I have 2 separate of these metal makeup palettes. Now these are for mixing foundations, pretty much anything. Here's my little palette knife that I use. Majority of my brushes are obviously from Makeup Designery. This is actually a really pretty brush. It's just like this nice powder brush. I like it. I also have a lot of these e.l.f. brushes, which are really, really inexpensive. They're really nice brushes. They work really well for me. So I have a few of them in here. I like to use this brush either for foundation or for bronzer. This brush, which is amazing for baking underneath your contour. I also have a bunch of like hair clips. I have little tiny scissors in here. I have 2 of these Makeup Designery cake liners, one in brown and one in black. Makeup Designery brow fix and mascara in here, which you can use pretty much any mascara. You can just change the one. I have Urban Decay primer potion. That's pretty much my brush belt. So now I'm going to go into my palettes. This one is like an empty Z palette that I got from Mud that I put in my own little stuff in here. I have a few of the Carly Bible eyeshadows that she had in her BH Cosmetic palette. I have the Anastasia contour kit, and also I have 3 metallic eyeshadows in this corner that I bought for a shoot that I got from Makeup Design. Some of my own personal makeup palettes, if I feel like there's colors in there that I want to use on somebody else, I always sanitize the eyeshadows with 99% alcohol. The thing with eyeshadows, since they're powder, they don't really hold a lot of bacteria. I do use some of my own personal eyeshadow palettes. These are just my Mud ones. This is also another Mud palette. These are all of their eyeshadows. This one's missing because it was a black eyeshadow and it broke and fell on the floor. Next, I have another little makeup palette from Makeup Designer that I put my own eyeshadows in. These are all from the Carly Bible palette, the first 2 rows. And then I have, again, from the Anastasia contour kit, I have Java. I have the banana color, which is like on its last leg. Next, I have the Makeup Designery blush palette, which I use on everybody. It's one of my favorite. I just think it's like so versatile. Next, I just have this Z palette. This palette from Sephora. I have all of these top rose shades are actually Ulta Beauty. They're mostly highlighters, two contour shades, one's more bronzy. These are more of matte eyeshadows, but they're good for brows. And then these highlighters and colors with the flowers printed on them are from the Carly Bible palette. And this color is from the Anastasia Contour Kit. It's like the peachy shade. Next, I just have this little bag. I just keep one large pair of scissors in here. I just keep lipsticks. These are from Maybelline that I bought a very long time ago. Some mud lip liners, some MAC lip liners, and some of my old MAC lip liners that I didn't really feel the need to give up since they weren't cruelty free. I just put them in my makeup kit because they can be useful. I have this Becca highlighter Moonstone. I have the cake liners in here that I just put in here. I have this like little mud lip gloss in here. I have Milani lipsticks, a bunch of mud lipsticks. I think I have like 8 or 9 of these like little mud lipsticks. I had e.l.f. black cream eyeliner in here, Vaseline for the lips, lip balm for the lips, this lipstick from Lancome, NYX. I just have a bunch of stuff in here. That's pretty much all the makeup that I have in my makeup kit. I'm going to show you my set bag, actually from Makeup Designery. It's pretty big. I can hold pretty much all this stuff in here like comfortably, and I could probably fit more in here too if I wanted. That was what I have in my makeup kit. I hope that this helped somebody, especially aspiring makeup artists out there. But if you really liked this video, then like and comment and tell me what you thought. Also, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. So, she got back up. If you want to stay over here, can you act normal? Sit. Sit.